Hey everyone, and welcome back to Yoga with Brittany. Today we are doing the Muladhara slow flow. So your root chakra, all about grounding, just being connected, feeling security, and just being in the present, letting go of future anxieties, fears, etc. But today we're just going to slow it down. When you're ready, let's go ahead and meet in a child's pose. I will not be demoing with blocks today, but if you know that you're tighter in the back body, go ahead and grab that, and I'll meet you there whenever you're ready. When you get into your child's pose, go ahead and take the knees wide and then let the big toes come together. Walk your fingertips out long in front of you for an extended child's pose here. And then let the forehead come to the mat. Right away, just notice the connectedness. I'm going to keep my head lifted so I'm not shouting into the mic here, but just notice the connectedness and the points of contact. Feel the mat beneath you. Maybe lift and expand the fingertips and root them back into your mat. Sink the hips back a little further. Maybe you need to wiggle left and right to feel totally secure in this position. And then once your forehead is on the mat, maybe you'll rock it side to side. Just notice the connectedness here. Maintaining that affirmation from yesterday. I am secure. I am grounded. I trust in this process of life. Whatever you need. Visualizing a deep red flowing through your body. Releasing anything that is causing you the fear or the anxiety. From here, we're going to inhale, roll it forward to a tabletop. You can keep the legs just as they are. So knees are a little bit wide, toes are together. On the inhale, we'll open up to cow. On the exhale, press the mat away to cat. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Inhale, open up to cow. Exhale, cat. Come to a neutral spine, and then walk the fingertips forward, dropping your chest for a puppy pose. Now the knees are a little bit wider than usual, so this may feel a little bit different, but roll the sit bones up to the ceiling. Allow the forehead, the chin, or the lips to press to the mat. Puppy pose, you melt your heart down, so maybe it connects, maybe it doesn't. Inhale. On the exhale, sink the hips back, return to that child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, roll it forward. This time we'll take the knees to a traditional tabletop, so about hips width distance. Looking in between the knees, let the feet kind of disappear behind you. Inhale, open up to cow. Exhale to cat. Tuck the pelvis, drop the head and neck. Inhale, open up. Breathe in, root into the fingertips. Exhale, cat back. Begin to walk the fingers forward. One more time, visiting that puppy pose. Melt the chest down. Maybe this time you gaze at your fingertips, really working the heart towards the mat, sit bones towards the ceiling. One more inhale. On the exhale, walk the hands under the shoulders, return to your table. Open up to cow. Exhale to cat. From here, go ahead and tuck the toes. Sit the hips back to the heels. I just noticed I still have my socks on. My feet were cold. If you need to manually tuck all 10 toes, especially that pinky toe likes to kind of splay out, manually tuck all 10 toes. So what we're doing here is stretching the back of the feet. You can start off this way. If at any point this gets too much for your feet, untuck the toes and just sit normally. But as long as this feels okay to you, let the back of the feet be stretched. Shoulders will relax away from the ears, so just a softening across the top of the shoulders there. And then turn the hands so that the palms are face down in your lap. As your eyes are closed, I want you just to kind of rock around a little bit. Notice what feels like center and find stillness when you find the center. Lengthening the back body, reach the crown of the head long. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale through the nose. Let it go. One more time like that. Open mouth, sigh it out. This time we'll keep the lips sealed together. Breathe in through the nose. I'm going to count for you. Just pick up whenever you can. And then when we breathe out, we will also be breathing out of the nose. So the lips will stay pressed together the whole time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Slow exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more round. Breathe in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Out of the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good work. Notice how that breath work revives you a little bit, brings you to the present moment. And then slowly walk your hands forward into your tabletop. Untuck the toes, tap them out if they're feeling a little tight from being tucked. And then we'll tuck the toes, roll over the knees, find downward facing dog. Pedal this out, shifting weight from one foot to the other. Noticing how the back body feels today, especially if you did yesterday's flow. Maybe you're feeling a little tight. Twisting the hips left and right. And then take your awareness back to the palms of your hands, firmly rooted in the mat. Breathe in. On the exhale, we'll find stillness, melting the heels towards the mat. Even if they get nowhere near, it's just that action. Inhale, lift the heels, come high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, melt the heels towards the mat. Do that again. Inhale, lift, come to the balls of the feet. Maybe look at the thumbs. Exhale, melt back. One more time. Inhale, lift, look at the thumbs. Exhale, melt the heels back, and then we will walk towards the top of your mat. So you can keep the legs straight here. Just notice the connectedness with the feet and the palms of the hand on the mat. And then when you get to the top edge, you can grab opposite elbows, hang in a ragdoll, rolling the hips up towards the ceiling. Lengthening the side body, and then take a bend in the knees if they're not already bent, working the belly to thigh connection. Release your hands. Let's roll up the spine. Let the head and neck be the last thing to come up so you'll feel a stretch in the back body there. Soft bend into the knees. Inhale, sweeps both arms high. On the exhale, release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and drag the knuckles down towards the heels. So right away, working into that chest expansion, press the glutes forward. Breathe in, maybe you look up. On the exhale, bend into the knees, forward fold with a chest expansion. So keep the palms of the hands working towards each other. Let the knuckles drip overhead. Still working on that belly to thigh connection here. So if you have to really bend into the knees, really bend into the knees. And then allow the crown of your head to reach towards your mat. So you'll probably be looking in between the knees here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Sigh it out. Release your grip. Slowly bring the hands to the mat. Inhale, take a half lift. Flat back, shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Soft bend into the knees. Inhale, sweeps the arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Good work. Bend into the knees. Sweep both arms high. Extended mountain. Press the hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. Take a half lift, flat back. Have the hands either connected to the shins, or you can keep that connection on the mat if you have the space in the back body. We're going to step your left foot back, followed by your right. Option to come down to the knees at any time. We're going to inhale, shift the body forward. On the exhale, we're going to lower, squeezing the elbows into the sides, all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes. So hands will be planted underneath the shoulders. You're flat on your belly and the elbows are reaching behind you, almost like grasshopper legs. On the inhale, you're gonna lift your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, release. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. This time, let's not use the hands. So when you lift the hands with you. Exhale, plant the hands. Press into the hands to roll over the knees. Set the hips back to child's pose. I'm going to take my knees wider here just to give my belly some space. But I would like you to reach your hands back and reach for the heels of your feet. If they don't quite get there, that's okay. Traditional balasana here, just maybe rocking side to side if that feels good, noticing your body's connection to the mat, repeating intentions or mantras or affirmations that you've set, and feeling the root chakra opening, winding, and radiating that beautiful red color all throughout your body. Exhale. Release your hands under the shoulders. Press yourself up into a tabletop. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to palm, like kitty palms almost. So lifting and planting all the way to the back edge of your mat. Turn the toes out and the heels in. Slowly start to sink the hips into a malasana or your yogi squat. If you have your blocks and would like to sit on one here, you may do so. Bring the hands first to heart center, using your elbows to press the knees away, working on getting the root chakra or your tailbone even just down and working on getting the chest up. If it looks a little bit more like this, that's okay. It takes some work to get into a comfortable malasana, so take your time, breathe. Breathe out, really rooting the feet into your mat here. Thinking almost like a suction cup with the sole of the feet. So all the toes are connected, the heels are connected, and the center of the foot has a little bit of a lifting motion. Release your hands, and then I want you to keep your hips and legs as they are. You're going to kind of come into a fold here in this malasana. So let your head and neck hang heavy. Arms are reaching out long in front of you. Breathe. Good work. Walk the hands back. And in no fancy way, just plant the hands behind you, come into a seat, and take your legs out long in front of you. I'm going to inch forward so that I'm more centered on my mat. But we're going to sit up nice and tall, so if you need to remove any extra flesh from under your sit bones so that you're sitting up nice and tall. And then my feet are going to be about hips width distance. You can bring your feet together if you have the space in your body. We're going to take your arms up long. On the exhale, place the palms forward and reach. So rather than completely folding so far, we're just reaching forward with open palms. Inhale. Reach the chest towards the toes, tug the toes back towards the face, and now fold. If you have a connection between your hands and your feet, press the big toe mound forward and pull the pinky toe mound back towards you. You may be folding a little bit deeper, maybe you're folding a little bit less. Regardless of how deep you've folded, just notice your body's connection, again, to the earth or to the mat. Reaching the chest forward, pulling the toes back. Breathe and exhale. One more breath in. Slowly release your hands from your feet, and you're just going to plant your palms beside your hips. So full body connection here. The lower body is on the mat. The hands are rooted into the mat. The toes are reaching towards the face. The shoulders are relaxed. So from here, we're going to start to draw this right knee into the chest. Step your right foot over the left leg, working on a seated twist. So we're going to inhale this right arm up beside the ear. On the exhale, we're going to plant it directly behind us. And if you can plant the entire palm, plant the entire palm. Left arm is going to cactus here, and then use that left arm to pull the body through into this twist. Once you get into the twist, take your gaze over the right shoulder towards the back of the room, as long as that feels okay on your neck. Inhale to lengthen, sit up nice and tall. Exhale to twist a little deeper. Right arm is acting more of a second spine here. We're not putting a whole lot of weight into this arm. Breathe in, and then keep the legs as they are. Unwind the upper body. We're going to work into a shoelace variation here, so you'll know right away if this is too much on the outer hips. We're going to start one-legged. If you're able to take both legs, I will be taking both legs. So start to tuck this right foot beside the left hip, stacking your right knee over your left. And then notice if this is a lot on that outer right hip, you can stay right here. If you would like to take this further, tuck the left foot in beside the right hip. But the key point here is that both sit bones are still rooted into the mat. So if you find yourself leaning heavily to one side or the other, come out of this posture and go back to that first variation. And then what I want you to do is point the feet and then flex the toe back. So a floint in the foot. Take your hands and then place the thumbs in the soles of your feet. Hold on to your feet almost like handlebars so the toes are flexed. Reach the chest up, and then you have the option to stay here, or you can fold any amount. You'll notice right away those outer hips are going to fire up, so you take what you need here. Both sit bones are firmly rooted into the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good work. One more inhale. On the exhale, slowly come out of the fold if you have folded. We're going to lean back onto our hands, have the fingertips pointing towards the front edge of your mat. Slowly unwind the legs, planting the feet about hips width distance, and just let the knees windshield wiper left and right, just to kind of counterpose what we just did. Whew, that feels pretty good. Okay, everything we do on one side we must do to the other, so begin to take the legs out long in front of you. Come back to your seat, and then start to pull the left knee into the chest. Sitting up nice and tall, step the left foot over the right leg. Inhale the left arm high, bicep by the ear. On the exhale, plant full palm behind you. Sitting up nice and tall, cactus your right arm, and then pull the body through into your twist. Inhale to extend in the spine. Exhale to gaze over that left shoulder and twist a little deeper. It feels amazing on the thoracic spine. One more inhale. Exhale. Slowly unwind just the upper body. We'll take the same shoelace variation that you took on the other side. So if you did one-legged on the right side, do one-legged here. Start to tuck the left foot by the right hip, and then decide if you want to go ahead and tuck the right foot beside the left hip. Readjust so that both sit bones are firmly rooted, and then find that floint. Pointing the foot, flexing the toes back. Grab the feet like handlebars, reach up with the crown of the head, and then decide if you want to fold here. Over time, your knees will more comfortably come into one line. They may even more comfortably come together. Mine are a little bit lifted on this side. One hip is definitely tighter than the other. So just notice, feel the connectedness here with this posture. Take one more inhale. Exhale, return from your fold if you have folded. Rest back onto the hands, fingertips pointing towards the short edge of the mat. Unwind the legs, slowly plant them a little bit wider than hips width distance, and then find that windshield wiper. Good work. From here, we're just going to come to a seat, bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. You can pull the heels in so they're a little bit closer to the body, or if you prefer to take that diamond shape with the feet further away, that is up to you. It'll just change the stretch a bit. Take the thumbs into the soles of the feet, elbows towards the knees or the thighs. Inhale, reach the chest up. On the exhale, reach the chest forward, using the elbows to press the knees away, folding here. Any amount. Doesn't have to be very deep, especially if you've got some body in the way, that's okay. One more inhale. Exhale. Good work. Slowly raise the upper body back up. I'm going to turn to face you. We're just going to take a comfortable seat to finish your practice. If you would like to take a traditional Shavasana on your back and you have time to do so, please, by all means. We're going to take your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Again, just finding that center. So if you need to rock side to side, back and forth, and in your mind's eye, just visualize that beautiful red color that is within you also radiating outside of you. It's like a protective aura around you. Feeling your heartbeat under your right hand, feeling your breath under the left hand. Knowing that you are safe and secure within this vessel. Your body has protected you this entire time you've been here, and it will continue to do so. Remembering to pull yourself back to the present moment will keep you out of your fears and anxieties. All we have is right here, right now. And right here and right now, you are safe, you are secure, and you are grounded. It was my honor to practice with you. Go in peace, love, and light. Namaste.